We were gonna do an intro, but then we got lazy. So how about those NBA Finals? Are you as excited as I am for the fourth year in a row of the same teams?
Yeah, what I thought was going to happen ended up happening, didn't it?
Yeah, you know what? I was being an optimist, but you had to be a negative Nancy, and you know what? You spoke it into existence.
See, this is why I just haven't been watching the NBA as much, you know? It's like every other team, like all the teams that aren't Golden State and Cleveland are like the Washington Nationals. It's like they're really good, and you're throughout the entire regular season, you're like, oh, they got a chance, but it's like the postseason shows up, and you're like, nope. It's like that happened with the Celtics, happened with Spurs, Houston, OKC every now and then will have a little spurt. Toronto.
This all started because this is all Durant's fault. He just left Westbrook hanging in OKC. Well, we only got second place to the best basketball player in the world, so fuck it.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Yeah.
But hockey's got some stuff happening.
Now, there's a little bit more at stake there, isn't there?
The Vegases, they won their first game.
They sure did.
Although I thought they were outplayed for a lot of it. And it was weird, though, because they had a couple of really good fortunes, and so did the Capitals. There's one goal where Fleury had it, like, behind him, and he turns real sharply and accidentally kicked it in his own net, and I'm like, no! It's not as bad as the kid from BU in the college championship a couple years ago. Caught it and turns with it, but drops it, and then kicks it. It's like, wow.
Jesus. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be rooting for Vegas.
Oh, I am too, because I would love to see Ovi lose.
And I would love to see whatever Chris Bryant's favorite hockey team is win.
Oh yeah, that's right. He likes the Vegases.
He sure do.
Well, anyway, that's sports. Weather. It's been hot out finally.
Yes. Not a moment too soon either.
And let's look at traffic. I just see an alley, so traffic's mostly clear.
Looking good.
Looking good near me.
All right.
Okay.
So moving on to news.
Right.
There is some of it.
Yeah, not a lot today, actually.
No, but our first news item is probably the biggest one for sure. Coming off of the heels of a kind of lame opening weekend for Solo, Disney and Lucasfilm have just announced that James Mangold is in line to write and direct the standalone Boba Fett film, which I believe has a kind of unknown release date currently, an unknown cast and all that. But it's happening. James Mangold is going to be writing and directing it. How do you feel about it?
I'm a little weary of Star Wars movies as of late. Mm-hmm. And we'll talk about the latest one in detail in a few moments. But yeah, in general, I'm a little weary of these Star Wars movies. However, I think that a Boba Fett movie has a chance to be good because what's the main problem is that they're all a little too the same-ish. Mm-hmm. It's Darth Vader or the Death Star plans or something like the lightsabers and Rebels versus Empire.
Right.
But this is, similar to Solo, but I think possibly this has a chance to do a better job.
Even more so, being not about
because it's about the bounty hunters, and that's something of all the different elements. Like, because we got a good look at smugglers just because of Han Solo. Mm-hmm. Maybe not as in-depth as this latest one, but I'm saying in the original trilogy, you get his deal.
Right.
You get, like, the kinds of people he deals with. You get a slice of that, the cantina, when you meet Lando at Cloud City and all that stuff. Mm. But this will be a chance to really dive into the bounty hunters.
Yeah, I think one of my big issues with movies, the last two blank A Star Wars Story movies, Rogue One and Solo, is that I knew what was going to happen throughout most of them, and so that kind of made for the stakes being a little bit low. Mm-hmm. But with Boba Fett, I'm assuming it's an origin movie, obviously, or something of that ilk.
Yeah.
I'm not necessarily well-versed on him and his exploits pre, I guess, Empire,
Right.
Except for the prequels.
And that's what I'm saying, though, is like whenever I watch
Attack of the Clones?
No, sorry, Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. There's so many of these cool-looking characters in the background. You're like, what's his deal?
Yeah.
Like Bosk, you're like, that guy looks pretty neat.
Right,
I want to know more about him. And it's like there's books and stuff, but like books are for nerds, man. It's all about movies. But no, for real, I do want to know more about the bounty hunters specifically. They've been, I mean, again, they're sort of important in key moments, like capturing Han. But other than that, they're pretty underutilized. And this is a chance where it's like, all right, guys, this is your time to make a Star Wars movie where I'm not going to say, oh, it's going to be so different. There's going to be no Jedi or Empire or anything. It's just, it's one where you can focus on other aspects of this universe.
Yeah, and I like the decision to pick James Mangold. I think he's kind of on a roll. Logan was quite good, and I think that's a movie that shows that if you let a studio kind of just let a director have his day, you can kind of end up with a great product.
That doesn't seem to be the... Oh, no, they did let Rian Johnson do that on 8, and it was not exactly amazing.
Well, then Fox did that with Logan, so that's what I'm saying is
okay, I see what you're saying.
hoping they can let James Mangold do that with this. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know if that's going to happen, but I like...
Well, the studio certainly didn't let him do it with Solo, hence their firing.
Yeah, but yeah, I liked Logan a lot, and he also made 3:10 to Yuma, both westerny. So maybe this would be a nice little, who knows, westerny kind of bounty hunter type flick.
Oh, yeah, because, well, that's a thing in westerns, too, bounty hunters.
Oh, yeah. So it could be fun.
Right. I think this has a chance. I'll say this. I'm sort of tired of Star Wars in general, and I've sort of lost interest in future installments. Of the ones I've heard of, this is the one I'm most interested in.
Yeah.
All right, so moving along, we've got some casting news for the Valiant Comics adaptation of Bloodshot, starring Vin Diesel. They also added Asa Gonzalez, Michael Sheen, and Sam Heughan, or I think that's how you pronounce it. Heughan,
I don't know.
Heughan, whatever. It's some...
Western Isles name.
Yeah, some Isles name that's hard to pronounce.
Yes.
But, yeah, so there's that. I'm not super familiar with Valiant Comics. Perhaps I should get acquainted with them more. Mm-hmm. Asa Gonzalez is kind of popping up everywhere.
Yeah, she's in Baby Driver.
Well, I'm saying she's about to.
Oh.
She's in that. She's going to be in the Kung Fury.
Oh, yeah.
She's going to be in a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Am I crazy, or is she also going to be in the Cowboy Viking, whatever the hell it's called?
I have
Cowboy
no clue.
Ninja Viking?
Cowboy Viking Ninja?
Whatever. Some combination of...
Those
things, warriors, what have you.
Yes.
The Thing, directed by...
Michelle
McLaren, starring Chris Pratt.
Everybody's favorite.
Yep. They're just like, do you hate him?
We're gonna make sure you do.
Make sure you do. Oh, am I repeating myself from last episode? Well, you know what? It's kind of like his repeated appearance.
Yes.
So that's my informal protest.
Yeah.
But anywho,
this
it's
gonna be fun.
I just don't know a lot about this.
Me neither.
I like the cast so far, because what's his name? Michael Sheen's from
Underworld.
So
he's also in Tron Legacy. Had a weird bit part in that.
Okay, so this, yeah, I don't know. This movie's Sony, is it not?
I believe so. Yes.
Okay. Well, we'll just have to see how this turns out then. But again, I like these additions to the cast, so for now, I'm on board.
Same here.
All right, next up, we got Watchmen pilot has added a shitload of people. Regina King, Don Johnson, Tim Blake Nelson, Louis Gossett Jr., Adelaide Clemens, and Andrew Howard. I only know Regina King.
You don't know Lou Gossett Jr.?
Was he on the Boondocks? Then no.
You don't know Don Johnson?
Okay, I'm sure I do. I just like their names to me. You know, there's
Miami Vice.
There's that guys and there's that names.
Yeah. Don Johnson from Miami Vice.
He's a that name. I know the name. I've seen it everywhere. I don't know who he is.
Well, I
couldn't match a face.
He is Dakota Johnson's dad, and he is the reason why I can't physically watch anything with Dakota Johnson in it, because she looks way too much like him, and it makes me uncomfortable.
Okay.
But
so who do you think they're all playing?
Oh God, I don't know.
Because that's the thing that I thought was weird. It's like we've got the whole cast, but who are they playing? I don't know. Fuck you.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know if this. This is one of those projects that I just kind of am a little bit just aware of, and that's about it. Like, I know Damon Lindelof is doing it, and I know that it's HBO, right?
Yeah, it's HBO.
And that's it.
And that it's... I'm sure the credits will rightfully acknowledge that it was only created by Dave Gibbons.
Yes.
Which, of course, is a joke, because I'm sure Alan Moore is just...
overjoyed.
How thrilled do you think he is right now?
Oh, great, another one.
Like, oh man, I love the movie so much. I loved it so much, I didn't want my name on it because I respected it so much. And then on top of that, they did the Before the Watchmen comics, which I actually read one of them. It was written and drawn by Darwin Cook. It was super depressing. It was probably one of the most depressing comics I've ever read. It was good, though.
Then they made Watchmen canon in the DC universe.
Yeah, so
recently.
It's just like, I'm sure he just like hates life right now. I'm kind of with him on making it canon in the DC universe. It's like, that completely defeats the purpose.
Right.
It's like, as much as I like superhero shit, it's like, that was just a scathing, just like middle finger to superhero stuff.
Yeah,
I mean, it's like you just completely undid his work by making it part of the universe.
Well, it was easy to do. I mean, you do the DC thing. Well, that's Earth 52 or Earth 89.
No, dumbass. They were in the same dimension, but it was trapped within a time bubble.
Yeah.
What's a time bubble? Shut up, nerd. I think you're the nerd for knowing what a time bubble is. Fuck you, man.
Who are you?
Do you even have a long box, loser?
Yeah. But, yeah, a lot of...
Anyway.
I don't want to say that guy. Well, because I know Regina King very much.
Obviously.
I know a lot of these...
She plays the two of the greatest cartoon brothers of all time.
Oh, yeah.
Being Huey and Riley Newton.
Oh, hell yeah. Don Johnson, I know.
Fuck, that's not... What is their name? Riley Freeman.
Freeman, yeah.
Huey and Riley Freeman from... what's called Boondocks.
Yes.
With Granddads.
Good old Granddads and Uncle Ruckus.
Uncle Ruckus.
Maybe we can get Gary Anthony Williams on this Watchmen show. A nice little reunion.
I don't know how that'd work out,
but yeah, they're moving forward on this. I have no clue who they're casting or who's playing what. I don't know if they're going to be going for like Don Johnson will play the comedian and Lou Gossett Jr. will be Dr. Manhattan. Or if they're waiting,
That's what was confusing. When I read about this, they're like, this is going to be a reimagining. But that's like, well, definitely respecting the source material. And it's like one of those things where you're thinking to yourself, okay, so what you're trying to say is that you're going to change a bunch of shit, and it's like, it's for sure going to piss off Alan Moore. Mm-hmm. And maybe it's going to piss off some fans of the original comic. You know what I mean when people try and say these things to be clever? Like, it's going to be a reimagining, but not. It's like, well, what the fuck is it?
Yeah, who knows?
I don't know. I think, in general, the idea of a series is not impossible.
No, I think
because a lot of those prequel comics, a lot of them are pretty good.
Right. I think there's a lot of material there. I'm eager to see what the approach is this time.
Yeah. When is this coming out? Is this coming out next year? This year?
I would assume next year at the very earliest. It might even be earlier than that or later than that. Sorry.
Yeah. All right. So that's that. Moving on to our final piece of news.
And boy, is it a piece of news.
Oh, man, it's the big one. So, Robert, you know how I've been talking about Silver and Black on here? And I've just been like, what's going on?
Yes.
When's it going to start filming?
Do we have an answer?
Do we have a cast? Do we have a screenplay done?
I don't know.
Well, apparently we don't.
That's right.
That was the big announcement. We've had months. And the last one was work on a script. It's all about the script, said director Gina Prince Bythewood. And what does she say now? We're just pounding out the script. It's all about pounding out the script. So it's like...
Sounds like a lot of buzzwords and just like weird talk.
We got to get it right. It's like, how wrong was it? That's... How bad was it? You're like, well, we got to start over all again. And we're now cycling through our 7th team of screenwriters.
I'm just like not surprised at this point. Like for them to be like, for me to wait this long. Where are we now? When was this movie supposed to film?
Well, it was
March.
It was supposed to start. I remember it was a week before filming. It was like February 28th or whatever, and it was supposed to start filming on March 5th. And there was no casting news, and I kind of scratched my head thinking, that's interesting.
Yeah, and now here we are, 3 months later almost, and
there's no Pepe Silva.
There's no Pepe Silva. It's just a mess, and I'm like, I'm not surprised. Like, for them to come out and be like, yeah, no, the script's not done. I'm like, I know it's not, because I would have heard about it.
Are they just like, what are they doing? They're just like waiting for Venom. Like, all right, guys, pencils down. All right, and then Venom comes out and it like has a good week, and that's it. Pencils up. Start writing. Go. And then they're just like, fuck it. If it sucks, they're like, all right, just throw it out.
Yeah.
But we worked really hard on it. Don't care.
Well, the search continues.
Yeah, apparently we'll just never know. Do you think it'll ever happen at this rate? I'm kind of curious.
I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, that I think all hinges on how well this Venom movie does, and I really don't know how people will go for that.
Let's not kid ourselves. This Venom movie, it won't be a smash hit if it's at all if it's successful.
I think it'll be modest. I think at best it could make like maybe $400 million.
Right, and that's not enough for them to confidently be like, we gotta make this other movie that's gonna be loosely connected or whatever. I don't know, it just sounds like a fucking easy movie to make.
Plus, we don't know about the continuity and like whether or not Spider-Man
that's
is
what I mean.
actually...
It's like, if you're just making about these two characters, it's just like, well, one's a thief, one's a mercenary. Mercenary's gotta track down the thief. Oh no, but we've gotta fucking take care of a bigger problem. All right, let's team up. Third act, they team up, kick ass, the end.
Now we got a Morbius movie in the mix.
Yeah, Morbius.
Little tidbit of news that came this week. A Morbius movie's in the mix.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's Morbius. Dude's experimenting on himself with blood. He turns into a vampire and he has to thirst for blood, so he wants to kill only bad guys. Right. Sounds a little bit like Venom. Fuck you.
Yeah.
But
I just don't understand.
I will never understand.
I know we sound like broken records, but I'm dying for answers. And sadly, I'd say a good quarter of my interest in Venom is like, all right, yeah, the story, but like, how does this tie into things?
Right.
What is this gonna set up?
It's like weird with Sony. There's so many things where I'm just like, what? Like,
and
what
again,
are you doing?
And it's also because they keep breaking these supposed rules that we thought were rules and then aren't. Mm-hmm. It's like, oh, I get it. Spider-Man can be in his own movies solo or whatever, but he can't have other Marvel characters. And then Cap had the cameo as the fitness instruction video, and then Iron Man had a huge, pretty large,
substantial part.
Yeah, substantial part. And it's like, what the fuck is going on here?
Well,
such is life.
Such is life. A confusing mess.
And sure is, Billy. Sure is. All right, so now we move on to our July overview. So first up, we got Ant-Man the Wasp is coming out on July 6th. Is that correct?
Yes, July 6th is Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Are you sure about that?
Yes, Friday, July 6th.
Okay. All right. So yes, July 6th. So that's going to be pretty rad. And as we've mentioned, blah, 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 simple, just a couple heroes, etc., etc. It'll be a good break from the interconnected stuff. So there's that. Oh, wait, didn't we skip something in July?
We sure did. A couple days before July 6th, the 4th, that Wednesday, the First Purge is coming out. And I'm not going to see it.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say, I thought we were talking about movies that look good.
Well, that is certainly not one of them.
No, it is not. So moving on to movies that look like they're made by competent people. We got some Equalizer 2. I think I'm just going to wait for cable. Mm-hmm. Mission Impossible Fallout. All right, I got to say, I was so on board to begin with. And in front, they showed the new trailer in front of Han Solo. Mm-hmm. And I thought, should I look down at the ground like a weirdo and just not watch just because I think they're going to give away? I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm tired of this, like, avoiding shit. I'll just watch it. And boy, was I fucking pissed I did.
It's great, but it's great for all the wrong reasons.
Yeah, it's like, why don't you just show me the whole goddamn movie? Because, like, now it's like, there's no mysteries at all. Like, I was wondering, how much is it? What's her name? Ilsa Faust or whatever?
Yeah.
I was like, is that her name?
I think so. I know it's Faust, because, like, they make a point of that. Like, she quote-unquote sells her soul to the devil.
Look that shit up. Pull that shit up, Jamie.
She plays, let's see, Ilsa. Let's see.
Yeah.
Looking for Ilsa Faust. It
Okay,
sure is
so
Ilsa
I was
Faust.
right.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if that was like a DC character or something. I thought it was mixed. Okay, so
Felix Faust is a DC character.
Yes, exactly. So anyway, I'm like, is she even gonna be in this movie at all? They're like, nope, she's in it, and she's gonna have like 5 fight scenes. It's like, well, thanks for fucking leaving zero mystery to this movie. It's like, oh, how many times is he gonna fight Henry Cavill? About 3.
Yeah, and it's like, who's the villain of the movie? Nope, is it gonna be the guy from the last one? Pretty much. I'm like, I could have just let fucking enough alone and seen that last trailer was enough for me.
All I needed was like the part where it's like they look like they're fucking hitting each other in that one fight.
The bathroom fight?
Yeah. It's like they look like they're hitting each other. He definitely broke his ankle there.
Yeah.
And wow, those aerial stunts look neat. Like, I'm sold.
Yeah.
Like,
that's all. That's
all
I needed.
No. We're going to show you every action piece so that, like, the entire time you're watching, you're like, when's it going to get to that part? When's it going to get to this part? Ugh. Sorry, the fucking trailer pissed me off so much.
But are we seeing it? Yes.
Oh, hell yeah, I'm seeing it. It's just, I mean, that's a whole fucking separate topic, is how goddamn sick I am of trailers. I mean, we've talked about it before, but you know what? They just keep doing it. It's weird. When certain studios start showing restraint, the other ones start letting loose more, and it's just like, fuck, can't we just have balance? But yeah, that's going to be a totally kick-ass action feature film. Next up, we got Teen Titans Go to the movies.
Yes, I've been seeing some clips for this around, and it looks okay. It looks like it'd be a fun time. Who knows? You know?
I feel like I might wait for cable for this one.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't imagine how annoying the audiences would be.
Oh, yeah.
Like
you bring up a good point.
I mean, what was the last, like general-ish audience movie that you can remember seeing?
Meaning
like recently. Like PG or G rated.
Oh, God. It's probably Zootopia.
Okay, and was that a nightmare to go to, or no?
I saw it at night, so it was past a lot of bedtimes, if you will. So that wasn't so bad.
So midnight showing for Teen Titans Go.
There you go. It's a plan.
I feel like that audience might even be weirder.
Might even be worse.
Who knows?
Might be a lot of disappointed, creepy-looking people.
Basically, a lot of guys like that bearded fat guy who I was at. This is when I was like 8. I was at like a rummage sale, you know, in like the action figure section. I'm like, I'm 8 years old. I'm a fucking child. And this dude with a garbage bag reaches over me aggressively. He's like, I gotta have that. I mean, he didn't say that, but like, it was just like, even as an 8-year-old, I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Like, come on now. Maybe there'd be a lot of those at Teen Titans Go, but who knows?
Movie looks okay.
I think it looks like pretty funny. Again, that show is weird. There'll be like moments where I'm like, this fucking sucks. This is like all the new shows I hate. And then there's like episodes where I'm like, wow, that's surprisingly jaded and like sort of bleak for a kid's show, and it's funny sometimes. I don't know. So that's is that it for July?
Well, there's actually one other movie in here that we talked about recently. Hot Summer Nights also comes out Friday, July 22nd.
Hot Summer Nights? What is it? Oh, is that the one, the A24?
Yeah, with Micah Monroe
kid
and the kid from Call Me By Your Name and all that.
Okay, so that's going to be impossible to find.
Yes, but it does come out that month.
So it does come out, but it'll probably only be in LA in 2 theaters, and then they're going to whine about why no one saw their movie.
Right.
Stupid Disney with their corporations and their, like, actually executed business plans to try and turn a profit. What a bunch of jerks.
I want to see your movies, A24.
I do.
God damn it, I wanted to see First Reformed.
Sometimes they're out. No, some of them are easy to find. Like
Lady Bird was
super easy to find, but that's also because the Oscar buzz.
Yeah.
That was easy to find.
Green Room was okay, I'd imagine.
Green Room, yeah, I found Green Room no problem. Free Fire was really easy to find.
Yeah, they actually pushed that one pretty hard.
What was the other one? Oh, dude, what's it called? Ex Machina was super easy to find.
Yeah, I would say that was probably one of their biggest, most household names.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, hold on a second. My thing says to update. Remind me tomorrow. Okay. Sorry
Nice.
about that. Yeah, so Ex Machina was easy to find. But it's just sometimes, man. And then sometimes, as I've mentioned, I'm going to keep mentioning it because I'm still pissed. Sometimes they've got a really exciting movie coming out. And then they're just like, nah, we're just not going to tell anyone. We're just going to
delay it.
We're going to delay it for 6 fucking months or whatever.
Yeah, that'll be in our August discussion for sure.
Yeah, oh, yes. Hopefully it comes. You know what's fucked?
I hope.
Is by the time it hits July and we do our August discussion, like, why do I have a bad feeling it's going to get moved again?
Oh, God, I hope not. It's been getting like really crazy buzz, and I'm assuming the August move was probably to get more people to see it. Like in the summer environment.
Yeah, well, because that's what I was saying is
because like didn't the both raids? Well, the second raid came out in March, right?
The second raid came out on. I remember I saw a double feature that night.
Winter
Soldier, and Raid 2.
Didn't the first raid come out in like August here, or is it September?
I have no idea because the first raid, I think, it was at like South by Southwest, which is the festival that does Midnight Madness.
Might be South by
whatever, or Sundance or some shit. But it premiered there, and I think that caught buzz like on the home release. Because I remember I rented that from somewhere, like a library or
Toronto is where it premiered.
Toronto, yeah. But anyway, those were released. I think again, like March, April-ish time.
Right. Well,
and
maybe they'll pull some of that.
Well, see, because my theory was, I said for an A24 movie, it does have an awfully similar audience to a lot of movies that were coming out in April and in May specifically.
Yeah, I'm wondering what the marketing scheme for that's going to be.
Will there be one?
I hope so.
Are they going to announce it, or you just have to be weird like us and like be on movie sites?
You have a built-in audience for that in any UFC program, any huge title fight. You just run a TV spot for it.
That's what I was thinking. It's
just like marketing 101, no-brainer gimme. I don't see why you wouldn't attack that audience with this movie. Because holy shit.
Yeah. I don't know. That's... God, we got really off topic. What the fuck are we even talking about?
July movies, but that is
July.
That is what's left of your year. It's your most anticipated movie for the rest of the year.
Yes, that's it, because it was that and Infinity War. Infinity War was like pretty rad, but like this, I'm expecting like I'm gonna be fucking mad if this isn't. I'm still looking for that perfect score this year.
Yeah,
that could be it.
I'm hoping because
Lady Bird didn't count because it came out
last
in December.
Yeah.
So we're still looking for the first.
Yeah.
Thoroughbreds came awfully close.
Really? It wasn't a perfect score?
Thoroughbreds? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you gave it a
4.5. Because there's just too many of those, like, lingering shots and nothing. And it was like, it did fuck up the pacing just a tiny bit.
Okay.
And I couldn't, like, they did it, like, 3 times, so it's not like I could have just fucking...
Put it to bed?
Yeah. Although, in its defense, they used it without giving too much away.
They used it once pretty well?
They used it once really goddamn well. But yeah, we gotta fucking stop saying "but yeah" at the end of everything.
But yeah. That's July.
But yeah. Okay, so now we move on to what now? What do we got next? Oh,
we got a new segment.
Hold up. Yeah, we got a new segment. Well, yeah. What are we doing now?
We're going to do a little segment that we like to call Cast It.
Yeah.
So we've got a little bit of
semi not really news.
From the rumor mill.
Okay, so let us just bottom line, rumor mill is kind of usually bullshit, and we don't like to stir the pot, but just for the fuck of it, just this once we are.
Yes, let's throw some names in the ring for the Penguin. So it's seeming as though the Penguin is either going to show up in the Batman or Birds of Prey. This comes courtesy of Justin Kroll from, I think he's, Variety?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Or Hollywood, one of those.
Yeah, Variety.
Yeah. Whatever, Justin Kroll.
So he's saying that the Penguin is going to be a big bad in either one of those movies. It could be both, could be one or the other. This, of course, is a rumor, but Who would you like to see? Give me 3 names you'd love to see as a potential choice for your Penguin in the DCEU.
All right, are we doing my clickbait article cliche choices? Or good ones?
I have 5 names here, and I feel pretty good about all of them being just like generally good casting choices for it. Not necessarily clickbaity or like you can't pick Chris Pratt.
Oh darn.
That's what I mean.
Well, I was gonna pick him as like, I mean, I could see him as anyone in that movie, even that girl.
Yeah,
because he should be like the fucking Clumps. He should just be in everything all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, but anyway. But yeah. Anyway. I don't know. It's hard not to go with Danny DeVito right away.
You know what?
Just because, like,
I considered it.
Yeah.
If it ain't broke.
Right?
It might be one of the greatest casting decisions in the history of filmmaking.
And then what's his name? Meredith Burgess or whatever. He's dead by now, right?
Oh, Burgess Meredith?
Burgess. Jesus Christ. I never get that guy's name right. It's so annoying. I remember one time I called him Cameron Meredith. Like
Cameron Meredith?
Like the fucking the Bears receiver. Yeah.
Former Bears receiver now.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So sad.
Too bad. So Danny DeVito.
Hey man.
Let's see.
I like that choice.
I don't know.
I'll give you one of mine. Here's a name you might.
Yeah, help me out here.
He's
I got
kind of a that guy. Do you know Ray Winstone?
Don't know him.
So he was in The Departed. I'll show you a picture of him here. He was Nicholson's right-hand man in The Departed. He was also...
Yeah, no, I kind of recognize that guy.
He was also Beowulf in the Robert Zemeckis Beowulf, or the voice at least.
Okay.
But when I'm thinking about like guys who embody what the Penguin is, like...
Joe Pesci.
Well, Joe Pesci for sure.
Nah, he might... Well, it's like, how old are they trying to cast him?
That's a good question too, but... I see Ray Winstone being like the old, like heavy-set Cockney guy that he is.
Yeah,
I just like that dude is born to play that part.
He's sometimes because his lineage is British, but they don't always portray him with an accent.
Right. It's kind of halvesies. Sometimes it's like
he
is, sometimes he isn't.
Let's see, Bruce Valanche.
Bruce Valanche as the Penguin. What about oh God, what's the guy's name from Baskets? That's plays.
Louis Anderson.
Louis Anderson. I'm Louis Anderson.
I'm the Penguin.
He's got the voice.
Yeah, you know what? I wouldn't hate it.
No, I wouldn't hate it either.
I wouldn't hate it at all.
He'd be fun.
Here's my like clickbait choices. Let's see. Peter Dinklage. Who else is like a really lame clickbait article choice? Chris Pratt. It'd be a different
take.
It would subvert expectations.
I could see an article defending that, like, in this world of Jesse Eisenberg's Lex Luthor, Chris Pratt as the Penguin is the perfect choice.
Yeah, and then they just like give you an asinine argument for like 9 pages, and that's like, and what was the point of that? Because ad revenue.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Another name on my list was Paul Giamatti.
Yeah, you know what? I like that. That's a good one.
I'd love to see, and if he was still around, Mr. Philip Seymour Hoffman. Give him a little bit dark hair.
Yeah, maybe.
I could see he's been the villain before, and he's been quite good.
Well, I'm trying to think of like people I know who are short. Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise would make. Oh, and he puts
just
on the.
Just imagine he's just like doing backflips off the wall, like.
But he's
I'm the Penguin.
He's basically the same. He's basically Les Grossman from Tropic Thunder.
Yeah, essentially.
Oh fuck, that would be incredible.
Yeah. Okay, so here's my if I'm writing a clickbait article.
Yes.
And my 3 choices are, Tom Cruise, Peter Dinklage, and
Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt, of course.
Okay, I like that.
And my real choices are... Fuck, all my real choices suck because they're all, like, too old or, like, wouldn't do it. All my real choices are super cliched, too. It'd just be, like... I'm going to agree with you on Giamatti and then go Pesci and...
Well,
Yeah, never mind. Yeah.
I would say... I think Brendan Gleeson would be a good choice, too.
Who's that?
Brendan Gleeson from In Bruges. He's also in.
Oh, yeah, I could see that.
He could do it.
Isn't that dude pretty tall though?
He's pretty tall, but I could see him possibly pulling that off. I don't know.
Just walk on your knees.
Yeah.
We'll put shoes at the bottom.
They've done that before. They've shot around that. I also said Jonah Hill, but he's not fat anymore. So
I would have fucking loved that actually for like a young.
Been hilarious.
Penguin. That would have been hilarious. I actually would be down with that.
And then this one is kind of semi-serious / not. Nick Frost. I like Nick Frost from. Simon Pegg's pal.
Oh, you mean the guy from his well-known role in Tomb Raider?
In Tomb Raider, yeah.
No,
the gun guy.
Yeah, the gun guy. But that's actually. I mean, that's just the thing I saw him in most recently.
Yeah.
I know who he is.
Oh yeah, but yeah, you heard it here first. Tom Cruise as the Penguin, the bravest choice.
Whack, whack, whack. Just like way too intense while doing the penguin squawk.
Oh my god, how incredible would that be to see Tom Cruise and Ben Affleck just like throw hands?
That'd be so ridiculous.
With Tom Cruise as the Penguin.
It's just like he's just like looks ripped except has a gut. That'd be what he looks like. Like it'd basically be like Gaz Dixie in Ballmasters, basically. Wow.
All right. Well,
so that's that.
That sure is
and then
that.
Who'd we cast as the other people
in
Birds of Prey?
Oh God, I don't even know.
Because that's never happening. But
we'll see.
Well,
is it Birds of Prey? Is it Gotham City Sirens?
Oh,
is it Harley Quinn?
Hell.
Here we go.
No, that's the DC's Silver and Black.
It is. It's just like, what is going on?
Well, yeah. And again, my question, like, I don't know, man. I think a lot of these things aren't happening. Because I feel like with these movies, if they don't get a script that they like soon enough and just get on it, it just doesn't happen. Because
I really hope this. Of all of them, I hope the Matt Reeves Batman movie doesn't. Which it's starting to look like it might, because I haven't heard any movement on it recently, except for this, which is a rumor.
Yeah.
You know, because I love Matt Reeves as a director. Like he makes good fucking movies, and I feel like he would make a good Batman movie, especially with he makes really dark movies, and he would do a good job with Batman. So we'll see.
Yeah.
But where are you at? Where you left your post?
Yeah, I had to get my phone because I had to get the timer ready for our review.
Oh, yeah, here we go.
Because it's review time, but now we're doing a new thing since we gab like an obnoxious, obnoxious gabbers convention. So, yeah, that was, I really dug deep on that joke.
That was a pleasant, it was a delight.
Super funny.
I admire the effort, though.
Well, it's just like, I don't know. Fuck it. Anyway, so now there's 25 minutes to talk about Solo, a Star Wars story. So
Ron Howard's Solo, a Star Wars story, to be clear.
Yes, just to be clear. Not those other two annoying guys who sometimes do good stuff and sometimes do stuff that's just okay.
Yeah, this is the talk of the town, if you will.
Oh, yes.
A lot of hot takes. One of the reactions I was most surprised to hear in relation to this movie was surprise that people, there are people genuinely surprised this movie happened. I didn't think they would make a Solo movie. Why would they do that? It's let's go back in time.
I'm pretty sure this has been in one form of development or another forever.
Well, let's go back to to 2012 when Disney bought the Star Wars license for $4 billion. You think they're just gonna let that lie and only make an episodic movie every now and then, every other year or 2 years?
It's look at Marvel.
Exactly. It's
and look at their live action.
This was inevitable. They're gonna try and beat as much glue out of this horse as they can, if you will.
Sure will.
And they have. I'm not the least bit surprised that this movie happened. Did it need to happen? God no.
Well,
no.
See, that was one of the things I was kind of saying is they should either go after stories that are separate enough from the main universe, like a thing about Boba Fett.
Yeah.
Or they should just only go forward.
Yeah.
Or go even further backward to the Old Republic shit that has nothing to do with the Skywalker saga.
Mm-hmm.
And So this movie kind of, I don't want to say it solidified my thinking in that, but it sort of did. So the movie is, of course, about a young smuggler named Han Solo.
Well,
oh no, that
we won't spoil
that is so. Oh my god, it's like
I literally looked to my girlfriend. I looked to Abby in the movie theater. I'm like, they're fucking doing this, aren't they?
Yeah,
they do a thing.
Well, we'll get to that later. Anyway, so it starts off with a young man named Han.
Yes.
And he has a young lover played by Emilia Clarke.
Yes.
Who plays the part of Kira. And they are in love, and then it's like, the Empire bites, man. We should, like, steal shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then they get separated, and it's about him trying to find her and him stealing shit for this gangster guy who works for another gangster.
Who works for another gangster.
And yeah, so it's about, well, I guess you done spilled the beans, but anyway.
Well,
sort of. Fuck it.
We don't know who. I didn't say who that person is.
The point is, there's a lot of shit going on. He has to steal some stuff. So it's a heist movie, sort of.
Of sorts, yeah.
Of sorts. So let's get into the non-spoilers. I will start off by saying, let's see what I have written down here. Lots of scenes were too dark. Had a boring brownish gray sort of color palette, and not in the good like Soderbergh way, like in the shitty, like a Hellraiser 19 kind of way.
Yeah, a lot of the planet choices too. It's like a lot of brown planets, like a lot of dark
gray. I mean, and there's certain scenes where you literally can't see what's going on.
The beginning, especially.
And I'm like, is this supposed to look like this?
Yeah, no. Abby thought it was a projection problem. She's
really?
Like, is there something fucking wrong?
You know what's hilarious is you're not the only person who said that.
Yeah, it's weird.
I was watching another review and they're like, I turned to him and I'm like, I think there's a problem with the projector.
Yeah, it's like really bad. Like some of the cinematography is like indecipherably dark.
Yeah, and that's, to me, in a movie this scale, and I don't give a shit how much of it is reshot, that's sort of inexcusable.
Mm-hmm.
If you're talking someone's student film or, some indie movie that was over budget or whatever.
Sometimes to be expected.
Yeah, it's to be expected, but here it looked terrible in a number of scenes. Not all, but in a number of scenes. There's just some baffling shot choices and lighting was terrible.
Mm-hmm. And
so on, etc., etc. When the action was good, it was pretty goddamn good.
I agree.
And when it was bad, it was really not good. For instance, there's one of the chases. I don't know what it was or how they filmed it, but you know how when you're watching a chase scene, there's tricks to make it look like it's faster, or there's ways to make things look like they could really be going like 40 miles an hour. There's ways to make it look like they're going 80.
Yeah.
There's a couple long shots. This is not exhilarating. This is slow looking.
Yeah.
You had some notes.
Well, I guess my overall feeling of this is I feel very weird about it in that I kind of liked it. I'm not going to go to bat for it at all, and it's kind of indicative of the main problems with the movie, which is like even with like Batman v Superman, there were people who were like, no, it's great, and like I know people who genuinely love it. I haven't heard anybody that's seen this that thinks it's that good. Like even the best I've heard is like, yeah, it's okay. And I'm kind of there. Like everything about it, I'm like, that's fine.
I kind of teeter between it's just okay and like I really didn't like it, because like when there's parts that are bad, it really sucks to watch. And
yeah.
There's like a lot of pacing issues,
mm-hmm.
but there's also a lot of that. Again, I understand Easter eggs and references and shit and like little, whatever you want to call them, just like what the fuck am I looking for?
Little nods and
like nods to shit. Yeah, I get that. Those are gonna be in like any type of blockbuster movie, but this movie kind of felt like subtext be damned. You know, it's like, well, that was a cool thing that you didn't know about. Now fuck it, we're gonna explain it. We're gonna explain everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like when we were joking. I forgot it was like the Adapt This game where it's like make an adaptation of the nodding guy from the Happy Gilmore.
Happy Gilmore.
It's like this kind of felt like that. It's like, well, that's how this happened, and that's how that happened. It's like I felt like they went through a checklist of, like, every, like, thing Han Solo said. It's like, did we explain that in here?
Yeah. They over-explain the things we already know, and they don't explain things that are, like, desperately needing to be explained. Like, certain character motivations, especially towards the end, they just... I won't spoil it, but certain characters do things where you're like, okay, why? And it's never really... you're never really given an answer why.
Either that, or it's like, I'm here, and now I'm just gonna give some lazy expositional dialogue, because after all, I'm blank, and I'm here to blank, and whatever.
Yeah. It's just, there's a lot of... It's not very well written for on the whole.
Yeah,
but
and who the fuck knows whose fault that is at this point?
I have no clue.
It's like, honestly, it's just like the way these movies, just some of them get made, it's like, who the hell knows who should get credit for, like, anything? Unless it's like, oh, that looked good. It had good... It's like, well, the DP is the guy who's responsible for blank looking good. But with writing, it's like, who the hell knows?
Yeah, I mean, there's a brain trust and a writer's room, I'd imagine, for these Star Wars movies, in addition to the lead writers, which I think was Lawrence Kasdan and his kid.
Yeah, someone wrote on a comment section, John Kasdan, a nepotism story.
Yeah.
I was like, that's a little cold, but, like, well, and I say that because it's like, who, again, we don't know if it's his fault. Very well could be, but I think at this point it's just like, I'm done with the Kasdans, just in general, because they brought him back for 7. It's like, hey, you, person who hasn't thought about Star Wars in, like, 30, hey, yeah, what? And he's like, awoken from a nap, write us a script or we'll kill you. It's part of the new cast. It's like, fuck, I'll just have it so young, adventure-seeking. Shit, that's episode 4. You know what? Fuck it, they won't know. That's basically the story of 7. But yeah, I don't know. I would say, yeah, just done with Kasdans. I don't know why they keep hiring them. But yeah, I would say I'd agree with you. There probably is some sort of brain trust.
Yeah.
So moving on to other points, what do you think of Lando?
I liked Lando.
I did too. I thought he was pretty all right.
You know, it's weird. I had opposing, expectations for both Lando and Han. I walked into this movie worried Han was going to be terrible. And I was pleasantly surprised. And I walked into this movie expecting Lando to be the greatest goddamn thing ever, like everyone was saying. And I was pleasantly surprised. Not that my expectations were met. They were, I kind of came to the middle with both.
Right. Okay. I get what you're saying. So what do you think of, like, all the other people?
Was fine with them. Tandy Newton's character's fine. She's not in it much.
Which was disappointing.
Yeah, because I liked her character.
Of the ragtag crew of smugglers, I liked her the best.
L3, was weird how much attention they paid.
I hated L3 so much. She sucked.
It felt like a weird attempt to kind of recapture the magic of K2SO. Like, we're going to have a plucky, kind of pissed off droid. And I'm like, we did that already.
Sassbot 2000.
Yeah, and they kind of do a thing, which I understand why, because it is canon, like the whole droid abuse thing. But I'm like, if I wanted to see this... Oh, no,
yeah, I saw that. I'm just like, just fuck off.
I'm like if
just
I wanted...
go away,
well, that's
L3.
Yeah, I'm like, if I wanted to watch... I would watch Westworld if I wanted to see this in a movie. Like,
yeah, because this is... Star Wars is about as soft sci-fi as you get.
Yeah.
Because, like, I've heard people, like, one of the big, like, nerd arguments, Star Trek versus Wars, the Trekkies are like, whoa, ours is hard sci-fi. And it's like, well, not really. But in comparison to Star Wars, it certainly is.
A lot harder, yeah.
Yeah. So there's that. So fuck it. Let's move on to spoilers. Let's talk about, so Thandie Newton. It's like, hey, guys, I'm here. It's like, oh, Thandie Newton, what's up? Oh, no, I'm just going to kill myself for basically no reason.
Yeah, first of all, that whole train scene is good. I liked it a lot.
I thought that was the best part of the movie. I thought, like, this is why I see Star Wars movies. To see some crazy shit happen. It's suspenseful. They combine weird ships that for some reason don't make sense, but you're cool with it, like walkers and stuff.
Yeah. I See, I'll even go even broader, and I'll say the first 2/3 of this movie I liked a lot. I thought the last...
I will meet you in the middle and say that.
The middle's good.
Yes.
Very good. Well, most of the middle's good. I think it loses a lot of steam as soon as... well, we're talking spoilers. The Emphas Nest reveal is so bad.
That was such bullshit. I was just like, who are these people? And then they're just like, we are the crew of people. And then they're like, we're going to work together. And I'm like, if I'm Han Solo, I'm like, hey, remember how you tried to murder us on the train, you fucking
also,
dicks?
You killed like 2 of my friends, you piece of fucking
shit. Yeah, they're just like, hey, water under the bridge. It's like, God.
It was bad. Like, I just thought it was a horribly... like, it felt like they were trying to pull another, like, moral dilemma thing like they tried to do in Last Jedi. You know, where it's like, oh, the real villains are these guys. And it's like, but also you.
Yeah.
It's like you killed somebody.
That's also stupid because it's like, if you're watching a movie that's a heist, it's like, fuck off with gray area stuff. It's like, we already have that. Just all heist movies that are good and all those, like anything like a good Punisher or Suicide Squad comic. Mm-hmm. Well, because the movies I didn't use examples because they're spotty.
Right.
But anyway, any sort of like bad guys trying to do good, it's like, you don't have a third set of good guys to be like, well, you guys are bad after. It's like, shut up. Just let the story be between like the bad and the worse.
Right.
That's just like, leave it at that. He's a smuggler, but like you see the good in the like in the regular bad versus the worse.
Right.
And that's kind of the point. It's like, well, they're not really that bad, are they? Mm-hmm. They're just like a bad-ish good. And then they clash with the worse. And then having the Marauders, whatever the fuck they were, it was just, I hated that part so much. When she took off her helmet, I'm like, okay, great. I still don't care.
Yeah.
And they all take off their helmets. They're like, well, no shit. Like
it felt weird.
It was just so dumb.
I again, from that point on for me, the movie really lost me.
Yeah.
So I'm like, this conflict is just not as interesting. We're not going after anything anymore. I kind of know what's going to happen. And even then, they try and rope-a-dope you with like, Kira, she betrayed Han, and I'm like, why?
No, I love how it's like, everyone's trying to betray each other. Paul Bettany, bad guy. It's like, no, I'm betraying you. I'm Woody Harrelson's character. Then Kira's like, well, I'm betraying both of you. And Han's like, and I'm just here for the ride.
Yeah.
And then they're all just like shooting at each other. Like, it's almost like they're they're each in one corner of the room, like shooting at one, like making a square out of lasers.
Yeah. It's just, it was weird. And like, I didn't get her character. I thought her character was really underdeveloped.
Yeah, I was super underwhelmed by her character.
Yeah. Just because she doesn't... I was with her in the beginning on Corellia, because I'm like, okay, yeah, they're trying to leave.
It reminded me kind of Brie Larson's character in Free Fire.
Yeah.
Because by the end, you're like, what the hell is this?
Yeah.
Like, I thought she was just, when at first you think she's just one of the bad guys at the gun deal, and then she's like, no, was she an undercover agent or some shit?
Something, yeah.
I'm not saying that you couldn't do that, it felt out of place.
Yeah.
So this kind of is like, I'm betraying all of you. And then it's like, because Darth Maul, it's like, is that the fucking explanation you're going with?
Yeah, I didn't even see that as an explanation. They were just like, because they kept hinting towards shit like, I've done shit. Shit happened, Han, while you were gone and I was on Corellia. And I'm like, cool, are we ever going to learn what that is? Or what the fuck is going on with her character? Like, at all? And then it's just, like, but Darth Maul.
Well, it also felt kind of stupid. It's like, well, you figure she's doing bad shit and betraying this guy. Because, again, you're operating under the assumption she's bad, not worse.
Yeah.
Like, oh, she's just one of these middle ground people. And then it's like, nope, she's just bad with someone, like she's worse with someone else. And it's like, ugh.
And then I'm like, more questions.
Yeah.
Darth Maul, what the fuck?
Yeah. He was split in half.
Yeah.
Well, you said you had something to say about that.
Well, no, I mean, I knew of all the lore, like...
No, but you said, what was it you're telling me? It's like someone's like...
Well, someone was saying like, oh, they brought back, did you know that they brought Darth Maul back on Star Wars Rebels? And I'm just like, fuck you. I'm not watching that fucking show,
like,
first of all.
It's like, listen, asshole.
Yeah, come on.
It's like, This is like the dude I was saying, like, do you even have a long box?
Yeah, it's just like, I don't have fucking time to keep track of all this lore. So if you expect me to be like, yes, this is obviously post, getting rid of his Sith beliefs. It's just like, no, I'm going to watch this and be like, how the fuck is he still alive? First of all, what the fuck happened to the Sith? Why is he a gang leader now?
Yeah, and now he's got robot legs.
Yeah, like, what the fuck is going on?
Not only that, it's like, you know what? You lost your chance at him being, like, you made him really badass for a second. He kills Qui-Gon. But you bring him back just to get cut, or not bring him back. So he kills the Master, but then gets killed by a Padawan. It's like, all his badass points are gone. Like, it's like, but this time, Obi-Wan, it's yeah, remember how I'm, like, better now? It's
that was the other thing, is like, is this part one? Is this Solo a Star Wars story part one? Am I getting a sequel? What's going on? I don't know. Like, I don't know what this is going to be. Is this going to be resolved in the Obi-Wan Solo, Obi-Wan a Star Wars story? I have no clue.
If that's the case, if he's the bad guy in Obi-Wan, then I cannot tell you how fast I'm out, because I'm like barely in right now. Like, it's like,
man, I'd love to see a fucking, Ewan McGregor Ray Park rematch, but like, I don't see that as anything other than a desperate attempt for attention.
Yeah.
It just looks like we'll get, people like Darth Maul, right?
It's almost like, okay, guys, we need some stuff in here that'll make the clickbait articles go crazy.
Yeah.
Because then, like, what happened was, because I was, like, confused about it, and I knew that there'd be articles explaining it. It's like, how Darth Maul came back explained. It's like, if you've read the trilogy of books that came out in 2003, it's like, book trilogy? What the fuck?
Yeah.
And then there's all that shit about, like, Clone Wars and stuff like that. Ugh. But let's quickly talk about some of the less than subtle, that's how this happened.
Oh, yeah.
Han, what's your last name, kid? I don't got one. Oh, so you're by yourself, eh? You know, it's almost like
you're
solo.
You're so lonely.
You're solo.
Yeah.
So Han Solo. It's like, oh,
that
my
was really
God.
bad. That was
bad. Also, like, you gotta have a blaster. It's like, he wouldn't have one already. He's a smuggler.
Yeah, I didn't mind that.
Yeah, that wasn't as bad. I'm just saying, like,
the Chewie Han.
I wasn't feeling that. Not all the way.
Well, the meeting. Well, actually, I was fine with the meeting, other than him speaking Wookiee. I'm like, that's dumb.
Well, I don't like that. That's the reason he stopped kicking his ass. Because you know what that reminds me of. If people want to be fair, because that reminds me of another largely criticized moment in Batman v Superman. The Martha. It's like, oh, this one word unlocked my, you unlocked my niceness.
Well, it's weird because
it's like, oh, I speak Wookiee. It's like, yeah, I'm still gonna beat your ass. I don't care if you speak Wookiee.
Well, it's weird because it's like those are two moments that on paper should work.
Yeah,
because it's like Chewbacca should, in theory, be like, holy shit, you speak this dead ass language of a planet that's no longer a thing of a race of people.
But I mean, he was just so determined to kick his ass,
right?
Like, it just seemed. I don't know. I think, like,
it was reach,
It was a reach.
Like the Kessel Run thing, which we'll talk about in a second. I feel like they wrote them, like George Lucas wrote them to a place where it's like, well, we have to find out we have to show how Han and Chewie meet, so therefore we have to somehow disclose how Han can speak Wookiee.
Yeah.
Because it's established in the original trilogy that he fucking somehow can.
Right.
So we gotta figure it out.
It's like, sometimes I feel like those things are funnier when they're unexplained. Like, this is what I was saying. They're just like, subtext be damned, and the biggest subtext be damned moment. Oh, remember that throwaway line? Yeah, let's make a whole scene of it.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was an alright scene, but didn't you feel like it was a little too short? That was like the only major dogfight of the entire movie.
I thought it was okay.
What are their aerial?
I was ready to get out of there because I'm like, we spent all that time on Kessel and like all the robot uprising and shit. I'm like, let's get the fuck out of here. Like, this is what I came for. I want him to get out of Kessel.
I actually kind of liked that what was it? Well, aside from it being sparked by L3, which was annoying,
Mm-hmm.
I thought the overall action in that scene was cool.
Yeah, it was cool, but it was like, it was like really gray and brown. And
well,
just
no,
like,
but then they got outside, and I'm like,
Yeah.
all right, now we have a Star Wars movie again.
see, that's why I like the Kessel Run, is because it's like you had like fire,
TIE
like
fighters.
that,
And
yeah, and you had like the Imperial spaceship and like that red ass, like
Right.
what was it? What was it? Like a star thing, like the thing that
Something.
the octopus monster goes in.
Right, and so again, I thought those scenes were good because we hadn't been to Kessel or whatever, or at least not that I'm aware of. So it's like we're trying to differentiate it, but it felt like there needs to. The hardest part is not doing the same thing over again, but also having an element of familiarity, so it's not like, what even is this?
Yeah,
because that's the thing that I think is the hardest part about making sequels to things.
Mm-hmm. Did we need it? Did we need any of this? No. But with these scenes being the reasons why I even watched this thing, I was fine with it. Like, I enjoyed I thought the Han and Chewie relationship, in addition to the Han-Lando relationship, was like where the heart of this movie lay.
Yeah, see, and that's what I mean with familiarities. That was done well.
Yeah, I like, but I'd say it. I liked Alden Ehrenreich. I thought he was. Yeah, I thought for me, it felt like he was one of the only people who like was excited to be in this. Like him and Lando, or him and Donald Glover. See, I called him Lando. He did a great job.
Right.
And I love that they wrote in. Remember, he keeps calling him Han.
Yeah.
I love that because I'm like, that's something no one ever talks about in Empire. Is like fucking Billy D. Williams keeps calling Han Solo Han.
Yeah.
And I'm like, the fuck? But like it's canon now. It's like he just mispronounces his name because he's like one of those guys.
Right.
I love it.
So we talked about the ending, like how they overdid the double, triple crossing nonsense.
Right.
So there, I just still can't get over that. And also the back to the Darth Maul thing real quick. That was distracting. Yeah. Because for the next 10 minutes, I wasn't paying attention to the movie. I'm like, well, how did he? Did he do that? No, because no. Okay, all my theories aren't working because he was definitely dead and cut in half. So I was just like, how is this gonna work?
See, for
also,
me,
there was some parts. I think it was right before the climax or whatever.
Right.
Where I was just like super bored and I wasn't paying attention.
Well, that's the Emphas Nest stuff, right?
Yes, it was also the stuff right before that.
Yeah, where they're coming back.
Also, the Emphas Nest thing. Talk about putting, what I call the Wolverine and the Ninjas moment.
Yeah.
Where like
that whole gunfight classic.
Because you're like, oh shit, is there gonna be like a cool ass like Western style like shootout? Nope. Yeah. It's just like, fuck this. I don't know. So overall, I thought there were scenes that worked, but I honestly, I don't know that I can recommend this.
No, it's not a great movie, but I
what would you give it?
I'd probably give it a 7.
Oh my god, you were too generous. I feel like I'm too generous, giving it a 2.5.
Yeah, I just
so what's that out of 15?
It is a 9.5 out of 15, right?
9.5 out of 15.
That's not quite good.
That's not that good.
Yeah, I was just
surprised. But our individual scores again 7 out of 10 and 2.5 out of 5. And I have a feeling I'm gonna like it less if I see it again. But
I probably will, definitely. That's why I'm only seeing it the one.
Yeah, so I would say it was. You know what this reminded me of? Like the Hitman movies.
Yeah.
Like, because there's some really badass action scenes in that movie. Because I forgot who's the fight coordinator, but it was someone we looked him up recently. Someone who's like really fucking good. Wait, wasn't it Chad Stahelski?
Might have been. I don't know.
I can't remember. It was someone good on that caliber, and I mean, but the movie is terrible. And I kind of felt the same way about this. It's like there's some characters stuff that was cool.
You can feel people trying.
Yeah, but overall, there's too many boring parts, and the twists. Like, I wasn't on board with them.
Yeah,
They just weren't working for me. So again, I wouldn't recommend. I would say catch it on cable.
Yeah, we'll have to see how this improves, how these spin-offs improve.
All right, so we have gone a couple moments over the Gong Show.
Oh, yes.
Dinner.
All right, moving on.
Yeah, that's it. Fuck it. So, what was it, 9.5 out of 15?
Yes.
So we're going to start doing out of 15 now. our combined score. All right, so that's that for Han Solo, the Star Wars story. Fuck it, I don't know what it's actually called. Solo, a Star Wars story. That's it. Yeah, you know what? I agree. It was not the worst. It was just meh. The sheep are right. It's just meh.
Just meh.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on, we've got our game segment. Game number 1. It will be another round of Guess the Movie based on the tagline. Shittiest tagline of the bunch edition.
I like it.
All right, so would you like to give me my first one?
I sure would.
All right, what do you got?
The new Dirty Dozen. Time for a change! Exclamation point.
The new Dirty Dozen, time for a change. I got 3 guesses. Ghostbusters?
No.
Spies Like Us?
No.
Stripes?
No.
What was it?
It was Super Babies, Baby Geniuses 2. Get it? Because diapers?
Wait, what was the line again? well, I see. Time for a change. And it's like, haha, okay.
Made by the man who gave us A Christmas Story.
Yeah, dude, he made a bunch of weird movies. He made Porky's too, right?
He did. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, that it's like, you know, it's weird. It's after watching Porky's and that, you know, I'm like, I can see it now. Like I could. They definitely have like more in common than you would think.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, your next tagline. Get ready for this one. 100% medically accurate.
Oh, it's Human Centipede.
That is correct.
I'm well aware of that tagline.
Ah, man, I wasn't sure.
That was my reason for seeing it.
Oh, really? so
course.
that's an effective tagline, is what you're saying.
Oh yeah, it got me into the, well, not into the theater, but got me to watch it.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. All right, on with the next.
All right, long is the way, and hard, that out of hell leads up to light.
Is this Dewey Cox Walk Hard?
No.
Ah, shit. What the fuck is that movie called? The vampire one that Catherine Bigelow directed?
Oh, Near Dark?
Yeah.
It is not Near Dark.
Okay, so it's not that. So I got one more guess. Fuck, I don't know. Big Green.
It is Big Green. No, it's
Oh,
7.
you son of a bitch. That would have been amazing.
7.
7. What? What? Well, hold on. What is it again?
Listen to this awkwardly worded. This has to be from the Bible. Long is the way, and hard, that out of hell leads up to light.
I think that is from the Bible, of course. I don't know.
Who the fuck wrote that? Were they on opiates?
I don't know. Game break. It is currently 1-1 between the Knights and the Caps.
Oh, neat.
Of course, this game break will mean nothing because this is not live.
You will already have known that, listener.
Right. But anywho, moving on. What do we got? Oh, no. I gotta give you one. All right.
What do you got?
Yeah. Well, you know what? Here's what I got. The future isn't big enough for the both of them.
Ooh. Future is Terminator 2.
Wrong.
Future isn't big enough for the both of them.
Got 2 guesses left, my friend.
Westworld?
Wrong.
Future isn't big enough.
That was actually a really good guess, though.
Cowboys and Aliens?
No, the correct answer is Demolition Man.
Okay. All right.
How dumb is that sounding, though?
A little bit. A little dumb.
Well, because it's like, again, the Western thing. It's like, this is, like, definitely not a Western.
Yeah.
Now, is it classic smash hit film that deserves better? From Metacritic? Yes. Is it a timeless classic? Yes.
But not a great tagline.
Not a great tagline. All
Okay.
right.
This one's not as funny, but it's just weird that this was a tagline for this movie. The tagline is, "Go further." It's very specific.
Oh, fuck. Jesus Christ. The Deep?
No.
Well, shit. The Thing?
No.
God damn it. A Beautiful Mind?
That was a tagline for Interstellar.
Oh.
The fuck? Like, how non-specific is that? Go further. It's like,
Yeah,
isn't that
dude.
every story ever?
Yeah, it's almost so non-specific, it shouldn't have even been this fucking game.
Yeah. There you go.
Well, you know what? I've got one, not this one, but the one after this one is like on par with like that level of bullshit.
Okay.
Actually, I've got two that are like that, but here's one. Actually, you'll never get this one. It's just so stupid. Aliens resurrecting the dead. Flying saucers over Hollywood.
Plan 9 from Outer Space?
How the fuck did you know that?
I'm well versed in Ed Wood.
Oh shit.
I know what that movie's about.
I've seen it. It's you say it's 2 out of 2 or a 1 out of 2 bombs?
Ooh, I don't know. I mean, it's pretty bad.
It's pretty like not fun. I don't know. I'd have to see it again.
Yeah, I gotta brush up on that.
That might be 1 out of 2 bombs. I'm not so sure about that one.
Oh man.
All right, what's your next one?
Story as warm and moving as Going My Way, but with brass knuckles.
Oh, Roadhouse?
No.
Damn it. So wait, so this story is moving as Going My Way, but with brass knuckles?
Yes.
Fuck. Is this Rocky?
No.
Is this Hard Times?
It's On the Waterfront. Such a delightfully 50s tagline.
Oh my god. Well, no, see, I didn't know what era I knew it was like
Bing Crosby.
Oh, so it's that old. See, I thought it was like not in my lifetime.
Oh, yeah. Well, they might have remade it. Who knows?
That's what I mean. But that's just one of those titles.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just kind of a generic title.
Right.
All right. And two can play at the ridiculously impossible. Weed rules.
Weed rules. How high?
Wrong. You got 2 more.
Oh, fuck. What's the one? Not Dazed and Confused. The one with Dave Chappelle. Fuck.
Half-Baked.
Half-Baked?
Incorrect.
Damn. Cheech and Chong 1? I don't know what the first... Is the first one called just Cheech and Chong?
I think it's like Up in Smoke.
Up in Smoke is the...
That's incorrect.
Damn.
In fact... this is great. You said it, but you didn't make an official answer.
What did I say?
Dazed and Confused.
Is it really Dazed? Oh,
yeah.
Fuck me. Damn.
The rest are like, it's 1976. We're going to give you the plot synopsis. And I'm like, fuck, can't use that one.
Huh. Okay. All right. Turnabout's fair play.
All right, what do you got?
Here's a nice long one for you. The thousands who have read the book will know why, and this part's in quotes, we will not sell any children tickets to see the picture.
Oh, is this Night of the Living Dead?
No.
The Exorcist.
Nope.
Oh, fuck. Shit, what other books? Oh, God. Is it The Thing?
It's the Grapes of Wrath.
Oh my god!
What a wacky ass tagline!
For real?
It's that is one of the taglines for Grapes of Wrath. Wow. I shit you not, it's in all caps. Also,
no way.
Swear to God.
Oh my god! I would. You done had me on that one.
What a weird title.
All right, here you go. Here's one. Your next tagline is "Great trilogies come in threes."
Ooh, well, it's got to be really bad then, right?
I mean, listen to that tagline. Great trilogies come in threes.
It's not Naked Gun 33 and a third, is it?
No, it is not.
Is it Jackass 3?
No.
Is it... It's not Human Centipede 3, is it?
No, but that's an excellent guess. The correct answer is Scary Movie 3.
Oh, okay.
Which is one of the...
I was close with Naked Gun.
Yeah, see, you were on the... Well, aren't those both at least... That is Zucker involvement of some kind, yeah.
Zucker peeps involved?
Yeah.
All right.
3 was not as good as 1 and 2.
No. I like 4, though. It was
one of the
first raunchy movies I saw in theaters.
4 kind of brought it back. Yeah. And then I didn't bother with 5.
Yeah, I didn't
Have they made 6?
I don't know. I thought they did a haunted house movie.
Well, they did all the other like shitty spin-offs that weren't as good.
All right, here's one for you.
What we got?
Actual tagline. Great things come in bears.
Yogi Bear.
Yeah.
That's because I looked up horrible taglines on Google.
Can you believe that's a fucking tagline?
Yep.
Jesus.
So I got one, and it's technically because I kind of sort of cheated.
That's okay. That's still one.
Okay.
You're on the board.
All right, so here's your sixth one.
Okay.
For 66 years, evil has been watching, waiting, and wanting for someone to play with its toys.
Is it Child's Play 2?
Wrong.
Play with its toys. Oh, fuck. Well, is this that really bad movie with Tim Curry in it?
You mean Ginger Clown?
Ginger Clown?
No, it is not Ginger
Damn
Clown.
It.
Man, was that movie bad. I could spend an entire podcast talking shit about Ginger Clown.
Puppet Master 1 or 2.
Wrong. It is actually Demonic Toys.
Yeah, I was
which
trying
was
to think
famously
of one of those.
co-written by what's his name? Fucking Goyer.
Oh yeah. God.
Or he had some involvement.
Oh, David. David, how?
Dude, man, if that's your way to begin, I think that's I think that's awesome.
That's how you break in?
Yeah, dude, I wrote some Batman. I also wrote some Demonic Toys.
All right.
It's a cool guy in my book. All right, what do you got?
My final tagline is, and note the voice here, you can't kiss away a murder.
Okay. Is this Dial M for Murder?
No.
Is this fuck.
Gave you a little gift there with that there voice.
Shit. I don't know.
Double Indemnity.
I'd see. I knew it, but that's the thing is like I knew it was a noir, but I had no clue which one.
It's gotta be one of them. See?
Yeah. You know what? I'll give you a voice impression clue for the next one then.
Okay.
Uncle Leo's bedtime story for you older tots. The things. Wait, fuck. What is it? Sorry. Oh, it's just this is so bad.
So it's a Jimmy
hard to
Stewart
read.
movie.
Okay. Shh, maybe. Well, Uncle Leo's bedtime story for you older tots. The things they do among the playful rich. Oh boy.
Jesus. Harvey the Rabbit.
Wrong.
It's not. It's a Wonderful Life.
No.
Damn it.
So you got that's Jimmy Stewart. So I gave you that
Uncle
gift.
Leo. I'm thinking of Seinfeld.
No, I'll give you a small hint. That will not help you. I promise you that won't help.
Anatomy of a Murder?
No, Philadelphia Story. The thing.
Oh man, I was
the
gonna
things
say that,
they
but I
do
know you
among the
hate that.
playful. Yeah, exactly. That's why I chose it because I hate it. Son of a bitch, Ovechkin scored, motherfucker.
Oh.
All right, 2-1. Anyway.
No bueno.
Yeah, no good. Okay, so what's your last one?
That was my last one.
Oh.
My double indemnity.
All right, so you got Human Centipede, Plan 9, and then that was... Yeah, so you got 2, and I got 1, right?
You got... Let's see.
Oh, no, I got 2 as well.
I thought you got Yogi Bear, and then...
And then I got another one.
Well, let's see. You didn't get Dirty Dozen, the Super Babies.
No. Or maybe it was just
On
Yogi
the Waterfront.
Bear. No, that's
Interstellar,
right.
7.
No, you're right. I only got Yogi Bear because you said I got on the board.
See, I chose a little bit too difficult of some.
Well, that's the name of the game, my friend. So you won.
All right.
You won by the smallest of victories. Congratulations. And now it's time to bring back one of our favorite games, Crossover Franchise Extravaganza, which for you new listeners, which is 0 people in the world, it's just a simple game where you draw from the wild card hat, you draw from the more normal franchise hat, and then you have to combine them, because who doesn't love a good crossover? All right, Robert, would you like to pick first?
I sure would.
All right, what do you got from the normie hat?
All right, the normie hat, I picked Transformers.
Oh, boy.
And from
the wild card
hat, I picked Conjuring.
Oh, man.
All right.
So, yeah, so give me your pitch. I'm the executive fat cat. Explain to me your movie.
All right, so we fade in on John Turturro, okay? He's trying to figure out, like, what's going on with Megatron's body, because I haven't seen the last couple of Transformers, so I'm still assuming they got Megatron's body somewhere. So Megatron's body's
correct
just like,
answer.
So Megatron's body's just like it's making weird noises, and it's like something's going on, like it's making weird sounds and echoes are coming from it. So he enlists the help of the two people he knows who can only fix this. The Warrens, played by Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga, in old people makeup this time, because obviously those movies took place back in the day.
They did?
Yeah, in the 70s.
Never seen them.
Yeah, and this is going to take place now, where they conclude that Megatron is in fact haunted.
Oh, and that's why do they figure out that that's like the Allspark just like made Annabelle too?
Yeah, the Allspark.
So it's like
it's
it's not like electronic life. It's like that's stupid. That's impossible.
And coming off of the Conjuring 3, which I'm assuming is where they're gonna kill all of those monsters, or all those, they have that closet full of like haunted ass shit.
No.
So what's gonna happen at the end of that is that closet's gonna get destroyed, and all those those spirits are gonna get released. So you're gonna have like the spirit that's inside Annabelle like inhabit like fucking Bumblebee, and like the spirit inside of that weird like fucking painting of the what's it called, the nun, that's gonna be it's gonna be Starscream.
Okay.
So all these Transformers are gonna become possessed by spirits, because they are vessels after all. They're not people.
Okay. So far this movie, this is a really boring story you're telling me. I don't know. How about, I think this needs a little work if you're going to sell this one.
What do you got?
Well, I was thinking, how about when they take over, they try and like hide in people's houses to scare them.
Yeah.
But they just like destroy the houses when they fucking like, it's like, what was that? Like turns around, like half the room is leveled. It's like, yeah, I can see you. But then they just go and just like do the black and white and gray thing. They're like,
okay.
They're just like, ow, that hurt my ears. That's really annoying.
I'm liking that. So they're going to have a lot more to do in this movie than regular Transformers movies.
So then they're mad so then the people don't get mad when they're scared. They just like smash them with their hand and just like rub them all over the walls or some shit. I don't know.
I like that. Can we get Shia LaBeouf back for this?
Yes. And it's like, Sam Witwicky, and it's like, I know what you are, Megatron, or like Ultra, whatever. What the fuck is the one guy's name?
The main one?
Optimus Prime.
Optimus Prime.
So he's like,
you're not Optimus, but yes, I am, Sam.
but you're just a spirit. I don't know.
You're not really Optimus. Optimus wouldn't hurt people.
Yeah, it's like, you don't understand. It's necessary for like. So, and then he'll just like go into some long convoluted story involving like medieval Arthur, and
he'll
like
talk about Allspark, and he'll say Allspark.
Yeah, the Allspark. It's necessary for us to kill people for no reason. And then Vera Farmiga's like, I don't think so. And then she shows up with a rocket launcher. I don't know. This sucks. This is like the worst one we've come up with yet. This isn't even remotely funny.
Unluck of the draw, if you will.
I'm gonna say that we don't have a movie. This is our first don't have a movie.
No, we don't.
All right, let's move on.
Why don't you pick something better, because this is too difficult.
No, that would. I think I meant to have both of those at because that's not enough of a wild card.
Mm-hmm.
I think I meant to have those both in the normie hat. All right, so from the normie hat, I got Fast and the Furious. All right, I like where this is going. What do we got from the wild card? I got.
Please be Toy Story.
Leprechaun.
Oh no!
Jesus Christ.
So, is he going back to the hood again?
Hold on, that's gonna be the sequel. Ludacris's character is gonna be there.
Oh God.
No, but we're not there yet. Okay, one franchise crossover at a time.
Yes.
Okay, so it starts off. Let's say this takes place after. Actually, fuck it. It takes place after 8. So they beat what's her name with the submarine, but this time they've got a mission on the moon. But little do they know that this space station also houses a space station where something went horribly wrong. The same space station where Leprechaun in space took place.
Nice.
And so what happens is they get there, And they're like, what's this? And there's just a bunch of, like, gold shillings in a line. And it's like, that's like, Leprechaun is just like...
Is it Warwick Davis Leprechaun?
Yeah,
okay,
no,
good.
none of this fake shit. The real stuff with Warwick Davis. So he just appears out of nowhere and says, like, some limericky rhyme, like, shut your face and join the race. Or like, I don't know. So they have to race and then it's like, the winner gets half me shillings.
Moon Rovers?
Yeah, they race in Moon Rovers.
I like it.
And what happens is he says, you get half me shillings. And it's like, if you win. And then Dominic Toretto wins. He's like, oh, what shillings? He's like, here you go. And then he does that thing he did in, I think it was 3. Where he makes all the shillings appear in his belly, and he's like, I didn't say where I'd give you my shillings. And, wow, these are all fucking bad. I don't know where the fuck to go with this.
Well, this is
all right,
obviously...
so they're racing on the moon for shillings.
Yes.
That's what we got to start with.
That's your driving action, if you will, pun intended.
Okay. Yeah, driving action. But what else can we do? It's like, man, okay, so...
Characters are going to die, right? I mean, this is a slasher after all. Who are you going to kill?
I don't know. Oh, shit, you're right. We have to kill everyone.
Yeah. Well, at least some of them.
Okay, yeah.
Got to kill Letty.
Well, who's alive in 8? We got...
Letty?
No, I was thinking Letty is going to kick his ass last.
Really?
It's going to be the last scene. She just beats the shit out. Like, she's just... No, the leprechaun's like, I've got you cornered. You can't go far. I don't care who you are. She just starts, like, beating his ass and, like, stomping on his face. And he's just dead. Ow. No, ow. Just, like, he's just dead. And then, like, there's no music and the credits roll.
I like it.
But first, how do we get to...
Well, Ludacris has to die. Ludacris and, you know what? Tyrese. It'll be the down point of the movie when they kill Tyrese.
What about, what's it called?
Maybe not when they kill Ludacris.
Shit.
Not
Wait,
since Show Dogs.
is Luke Hobbs involved?
No, they're off doing their Hobbs and Shaw mess.
No, fuck that. This is before that.
Okay, so this is...
They're going to have to rewrite that based on this.
I like that.
It's just going to be the same movie. They're just going to, like, insert random bad ADR. Remember when we fought the leprechaun? Actually, better yet, let's have it so Shaw dies. So the movie's just called Hobbs.
Yeah, it's just The Rock. It's just a The Rock movie.
Yeah, so Shaw has to die first.
Okay.
How does he die?
He's got to get killed by a leprechaun. Someone has to die by going out into the airlock and without a helmet on.
Oh, I got it. It's like, so you have to join the race to get my shillings. And there's like, I'm going to get a head start. And they're like, no, not that you forgot He just gets sucked out. It's like, you dumbass, you forgot your spacesuit. He's just like in such a hurry to go to the race. He's like, I'm going to go race first. And then he just gets sucked out and dies. It's like, my dying voice. Out here it sounds just like my regular voice. I don't want to hear this bullshit. There's no sound in space. First of all, yes, there is. There is sound in Star Wars. There's sound in space. Okay? I think Star Wars knows a little more than this Neil deGrasse Tyson and this Einstein-type fellas. Yeah. Okay, but no, on this planet, there's sound in space. So everyone can... Or, no, it's on the moon. No, fuck it. It's not on the moon. It's on a different moon.
So, like, Titan or something?
I don't fucking...
Like one of Jupiter's moons? Well...
It's on a fictional moon.
We've got a movie here. There's definitely a lot more going on. I was a little bit wary of it before.
Yeah, okay.
But now we got a lot more going on.
All right, so it's about them racing on the moon
for this gold.
Oh, no, I got it. Here's how it works. Here's how you make it a horror. But once you reach checkpoints, and you have to stay in these scary space station, drippy, crappy, leaky basement, like
alien-y.
Yeah, alien-y checkpoints, and that's where he just picks them off one by one. It's like, so you made it to the first one. You're like, a job well done. But you haven't won yet. Something that I don't fucking know. I can't think of these rhymes on the fucking spot.
We'll write them. We'll get a bunch of Irish people to write these rhymes.
Yeah, we got some Irish. It's like, Irish people, we need your limerick skills. What do you need them for? Well, you're not gonna just fucking, I'll pay you, man. Like, oh, okay.
Oi, toy.
And then they're like, what the fuck did we get ourselves into? Anyway, okay. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. I think, so that's it. They get killed at the checkpoints, but it's a big race. And if you don't want to die, you better get first place. And that's the ending. No, they all die. No. Letty stays behind at one of the checkpoints. You think she's dead. Because, like, that's a thing to do with Letty.
All the time throughout the franchise.
So then he makes the shillings appear in the belly like in the other one. And then, what's her name? She's like, you think you've outsmarted me like something less, but now I'm going to have to kick your ass. She's like, I don't think so. Just like headbutts him real. No, she like does a diving downward headbutt because he's short.
Yeah.
You know? And then, no, it's like Bison style. Like, like there's a glowing aura around her.
Nice.
Actually, no glowing aura, but she does do the definite diving headbutt, and then she just kicks his ass.
End of movie. Finished.
And then she uses the shillings to, fuck it. If we want Dragon Ball Z this, she just uses the shillings to like make them all alive again.
I mean, we're on the moon at this point. We can't jump the shark any more than
fuck
we have.
It. All right, that's enough. All right, on to your choices.
All right.
So pick from the normie hat, please.
I drew the Matrix.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
And then what'd you choose from the wild card? What do we got?
Starship Troopers.
Man.
So you're gonna have to help me with this one.
That almost works too well.
A little bit. I mean, you're gonna have to help me with this because I've only seen bits and pieces of Starship Troopers. I know Casper Van Dien's the protagonist.
All you need to know is that it's like the dudes go on this planet to fight aliens, and it's like a satire of like war and stuff.
Okay, so they're on this planet and they're fighting those giant aliens. Those like weird, like they kind of look like bugs, right?
Yes, and to further help you, let's see, the fucking what's it called? The sequels, like they're so insignificant.
Yeah.
One is like an alien takes over one of the girls on the ship and she just kills him like slasher style. So there's almost nothing to do with the fucking like. It makes no sense because it's like I didn't know these bugs could possess people. But anyway, go on.
So
they're fighting them.
They're fighting these aliens, and then they go into they see Neo and Trinity and Morpheus show up, and they just kick all these fucking aliens' asses, and they're like, "Wow, that was really fucking easy. How'd you guys do that?" And they're like,
"Don't you know where we are?
Don't you know where we are?" And it's like, you guys are. So they realize that Starship Troopers is actually a game.
Oh wow!
That the people in the Matrix, or like the people on like that ship that the Nebuchadnezzar, the ship that they have in the Matrix.
Right. Yeah,
that's just a game that they play on the fucking Matrix like computers.
Okay.
So like Casper Van Dien's got to deal with the fact that he's not a fucking real person, and he's just like strips of code, and like all this shit is just not real, and then like this becomes a huge existential crisis.
And then does it just... we're going to make this a different film. It's going to be very philosophical.
It's going to be very philosophical. We're going to have Jim Jarmusch direct it.
Oh, you know what? I like that. We're going to have lots of scenes... You know what we're going to have scenes of?
What?
Here we go. This is going to combine big budget with Jim Jarmusch.
Yeah.
Here's what we got to do. Have a scene where they're just, like, sitting, doing nothing. Like Casper... What the fuck is his name?
Casper Van Dien.
Okay, so he and Neo are just sitting chilling, like, pondering about life. Mm-hmm. But in the background, one of those bugs is just like eating a bunch of people. Like it's like chaos. There's like they just sit there and they just continue to like scratch their chin, like and like splatters of blood come to them, but they're not even phased. They're covered in it, and they're just like So just like a scene of that, and then at the end of this, they're like, oh yeah, those things still can hurt us. Let's go kill them. Then it just devolves into a regular action movie.
Yes, but this time with kung fu.
Yeah, and then it's
and
like
bullet time.
And then Neo's gonna be like, I think I learned my lesson of the Matrix. Violence is always the answer. It's like, now you're getting it. That's the Starship Trooper way.
Yeah. Then we find out that Agent Smith is actually the queen bug, and he's mated with the fucking queen bug, and he's just a giant like.
It's like, meet my children, Mr. Anderson.
Yeah, and they're just like they're giant ass like Agent Smiths with like praying mantis ass legs.
Okay. I like that. You know
Can
what?
we have a really bad CGI fight of like Neo fighting like 15 of these?
Yeah, and no, it's like it literally looks like it's just like a bug with like a badly photoshopped like Hugo Weaving head. Okay.
Sounds
like we got a movie here.
We got a movie.
We got a movie.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, I'm down with it.
All right. So for our final pick, let's see what we got.
Pick it good.
All right. Chronicles of Narnia. Fuck this. I might redraw.
Well, let's see what you pick next.
But that was in the normie hat? Oh, fuck. Ooh, this actually works perfectly.
What?
Chronicles of Narnia and Garfield. Okay.
Oh, no.
So this is... I don't know what happens in the movies, other than it's like there's a lion and there's a witch in a wardrobe.
Yeah, they go through the
Okay, so what happens is the White Witch comes back. She's like, I'm back, bitches. And then she kills the lion.
Okay.
Just like comes up from behind and just like slits his throat. And just like, I got you, bitch. They're like, oh no, what are we doing? We need a new lion person. Like, we've got to recruit the bravest one. And this is one of those typical stories, but me? Why me? And they're like, yeah, why you? You suck. This doesn't, you know what I mean? Like those stories where it's like, you're the chosen one. That doesn't make any fucking sense. But anyway, so they're like, well, we got to choose a cat. You know,
it has to be a talking cat too.
Yeah. Okay, that's the reasoning. They're like, fuck, we got to get a talking cat. It's like, what about this Tom fella? And he's like, well, he keeps getting his ass beat by this mouse. So I don't think he'll be much.
And he doesn't talk
us.
a whole lot, except when he says that one weird, don't you believe it.
So then they're like, well, you know what? I give up. Let's just go with this Garfield guy. He's like, Mondays. He's sucked into a portal. It's like, welcome to the land of the lion, witch, and the wardrobe.
Do you think we can convince Bill Murray to come back?
Yes. You know what? I think we could convince him. Because this is, you know, it's for the kids. It's for the fans.
Come on, Bill. You don't have much time left here.
Yeah, this is for the fans. He's not 80.
No, but don't you want to go out on a high note?
Yeah, we'll convince him that he doesn't have much time.
Bill, you're dying.
Yeah, you're dying. You gotta do this movie. It's like, I know what you're saying, but I don't want to do a bad movie as my last. Like, Raul Julia did it, and so do you. Of course, referencing Street Fighter. Anyway, so he gets transported to this world, and he just, like, eats lasagna and gets fat, and they're like, I don't know, like, the army of the White Witch comes and, like, kicks their asses real bad. It's like, what? Like, why don't you care about this? It's like, because there's not enough lasagna. They're like, all right, we've got to find some lasagna. But we don't have that here, because that doesn't exist in this realm. And that's like, how do you make it from scratch? He's like, no. It's like, fuck. And there's just this montage of, like, armies training, but him also trying to show them how to make lasagna.
So it's like, I'll make a man out of you, but lasagna.
Dun, 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 dun. It's like the fucking, what's that song? 2% heart. Dun, dun, dun.
Oh,
like in Gridiron Gang or whatever.
Yeah.
So they're playing
100%.
Yeah.
Iron and Will or whatever the fuck.
100%. Okay, so that song is playing while they're trying to make lasagna, and he finally does. And then he just gets really fat, and then just like, release the ball, and they just like roll him, and he just like kills the army just by rolling on him from getting so fat.
I like that, and he dies, obviously.
Oh yeah, because he's rolling on a bunch of like knives and spears and swords.
So
and shit.
He sacrificed himself.
So he gives himself the noble sacrifice.
I like that.
Or does he not die because he's enough blubber to protect himself?
Or does he not die because we obviously need a sequel?
Yeah, that's true.
We gotta
have a sequel.
Gotta get Odie and Dave into this. Dave's his owner, right?
No, John Arbuckle.
Dave, I'm thinking of fucking of the Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Yeah, dude, wrong, annoying talking animal thing.
Wrong straight man owner.
Yes,
of annoying talking animals.
Yo, John's got to get involved in this somehow.
Somehow.
Okay, I got it. Here's your sequel. Here's how we kill Garfield and have a sequel. So the blubber does not protect him. He dies. But he's like, Garfield, where are you, bud? And then he's like, what is this? Gets sucked in the portal, and then learns that that he's dead. He's like, no, Garfield. I told you not to eat so much lasagna. And he's like, I'll have my revenge. Dun, dun, dun. No, and then the mid credits is the White Queen, or whatever, the White Witch. What the hell is she called?
The White Witch.
Yeah,
the White Bitch, as they called her in the epic movie parody.
Yeah, oh, that's God. How long? It must have taken them ages to think of that.
I know, it's really clever.
Yeah, anyway. So she goes up to John Arbol and is like, I see a heartbroken soul. Uh-oh. Yeah, do you know how to get back home? Yeah, I do. But you know what? Like, we should team up since they killed your cat. He's like, you're right. Dun, dun, dun. Credits continue.
Oh, damn.
We got ourselves a movie.
I like that movie.
Yeah. It turned out pretty good, because it's like, I'm like, yes, because Cats, Narnia, it turned out well.
Aslan, the lion, fuck yeah.
Well, no, he's dead.
Well, yeah, well.
Right.
But we need a new talking cat.
That's right. That's what this movie's about.
There's your conflict.
So there you go. Got a good couple of, was that 4?
Good pitch session.
All right, yeah. Sounds like that's about it. Oh, man. All right, so that'll just about do it for Game 2 and for episode, what is this, 13?
13. Lucky 13.
Lucky 13. All right. So thank you for listening to episode 13. You can follow us on social media at Facebook. The page name, of course, is Bonus Features with Alex and Robert. And you can go on YouTube, search the same thing, Bonus Features with Alex and Robert. Click like, subscribe, comment, send us hate mail, whatever you feel like.
Anything.
Yeah. And also, we're going to try a new thing, a new format, if you will. We're going to have bonus discussions that are separate videos. So if you want to check those out, just, again, click on the YouTube and just go to, our videos pages, and then you can find them. It'll be called Bonus Features Bonus Discussions.
Yes.
All right, so see you next time.